Bank Niswal meeting on Thursday did not have required quorum. Lender raised $156 ml from Muscat IPO. Shares trading below IPO price after initial surge. Another Islamic lender is also planning IPO. Billionaire. Dubai, June 24. Reuters. Oman's Bank Niswal, a newly formed Islamic lender which sold shares to the public in June, failed to elect a new board after it was unable to get the required quorum at a general meeting last week, three sources familiar with the matter said. Bank Niswal, the Sultan's first Islamic bank, attracted 681 million riyals, $1.77 billion of bids in its initial public offering, 11 times the sum it planned to raise, signaling strong interest from investors. The lender held a constitutive general meeting on June 21 to elect its board of directors and approve the bank's articles of association and memorandum of understanding. Votes representing 75% of the bank's capital were required to proceed with the meeting, but only 62% of the voting rights could be arranged, the sources said. This is a big blow for the bank. They needed the approval to go ahead and appoint a board and a Sharia committee. Now they have to wait for the next meeting to get approval, one banking source said. The failure to elect a board delays the start of banking operations and casts a pall over another upcoming Islamic bank IPO. Sharia-compliant lender Is International Bank has been expected to issue an IPO of 40% of its 100 million riyals capital by June this year. Bank Niswal was not immediately available for comment. Calls to the bank's legal advisor were not answered. The lender raised 60 million riyals, $155.9 million in the 40% IPO. Its shares surged 13% on its first day of trading on June 10, but the early gains waned and the stock has returned to its 100 to buy size offering price. While neighboring Gulf states have ramped up Islamic finance services in recent years, Oman stood out by refusing to participate in the industry. The central bank reversed its stance last year, partly to prevent the outflow of Islamic funds. Bank Niswal was the first IPO this year in Oman. The country's market regulator has said it expected 3 to 4 new listings in 2012. Oman Arab Bank, the banking arm of Oman International Development and Investment Co. Oman Biast has delayed its initial public offering until September, Oman News Agency said earlier this month. Bank Niswal shares were flat at 100 to buy size on the Muscat bourse on Sunday, after dropping to 100 buy size earlier in the session.